Hey, All About Menace, how are ya? Can you hear me? Can you hear me right now? Can you let me know if you hear me? Hey, Larry, how are you? Good to see you all. Okay, you hear me. Good. Good. We're going to play a game today. Um, this is a fun game. It's called Camping, Hiking, Outdoor Trivia. I love it. How's everybody doing? How's everybody dealing with the weather? Are you getting bad weather? Are you getting bad weather? I'm cold, says Larry. You're cold? Yeah, it's cold outside. It has not stopped snowing for, it started snowing, what was it, Friday morning? You have 11 inches of snow? I have no idea how much snow we have. All about it says, I already feel the chill in my body. I know, right? It's terrible. It's terrible, this cold weather. Some of us are, yeah, it's been snowing since Friday morning. And it hasn't stopped. Let me double check. Yep, it's still snowing, but it's just like little flakes. I don't know when we're ever going to be able to get out of our house. The streets are covered. We have snow everywhere. So, Larry says 11 inches of snow. Oh my gosh. All About Menace said, and Larry, are you still in your place or did you move already? All About Menace says, I already feel like the chill in my body. I had to help out my parents with yard plant coverage yesterday. Ooh, that's smart. Larry says, it's supposed to stop snowing today, but getting colder. We don't need any more cold, guys, right? Hey, Peter, how are you? Good to see you. Peter, I have a surprise. I created a short video for you, Peter, that I think is going to show tomorrow night. So you're going to want to see it. Barry, how are you? You too. Stay warm. Larry says, yeah, I'm still here. B say, how are you? Hey, Chris, good to see you. Warmed up to 10 degrees today. Oh, well, that's good. Peter says, hi, Larry. Larry says, it's supposed to be -4 tonight. Oh, my gosh. That's so cold. Peter says, thanks, Chris. I appreciate it. Also, guys, Khaleesi and Tristan have some shorts that are coming out this week. I think you guys are going to want to see it. Larry, because Khaleesi likes to do things when I'm not looking. So you're going to kind of get a little idea of what is in store this week for the shorts. Some short videos this week of these two, what they do when I don't see them. I think they're doing it at night when I'm sleeping. They're being silly and doing their thing. So keep your eyes open on the shorts for this coming week, the end of January. Hey, Welshman, how are you? Lisa, good to see you, Lisa. Hope you're doing good. Peter says shorts. Does that mean Tristan and Khaleesi wear short pants? Only joking. You know exactly what I mean. I'm going to pin you for that one. All day long, they're acting like dogs. But once I go to sleep, I'm telling you, I don't know what they're up to. But I did check in the YouTube studio, and it looks like they're up to no good. Welshman says, I'm good, thanks. Great. Zerumpel, how are you? Yes, we got some game time. Sal's Nature, hello. Good to see everybody. Lisa says, yeah, great to hear that beautiful smile. Hey, Lisa. Hope you're doing good. Our prayers are all with you, Lisa. Zerumpel says, Peter, hello. Larry says, magic. That's right, magic. Did you see the shorts that I had showing today of me doing some parkour moves through the mountains? What is that about? That's the me in my dream world. That's actually was me what I was like in my 40s, but not running with all the wild animals. I am the location that I'm at, I cannot show, guys. That's why we are doing live streams on these days that I cannot go out and about. So I know one other person asked before too, but because of my location, I have to do it like this. Welshman is putting up the doggies. Thank you. Lisa says hi, Sonal. Larry says, oh, okay. Yeah, so you will be seeing some videos like this, but then some videos. Oh, Lisa, thank you for the floating heart. But some videos will be me out and about. So when I can't be out and about, we are going to be doing live streams like this. I did want to be able to do it with videos playing, yet unfortunately, StreamYard is way too expensive. It's really expensive to be able to use StreamYard. So right now I'm using the stream version, the free version, the stream version, the free version. So we do have a thing called camping, hiking, and outdoor trivia because we love camping, hiking here. And this is a fun trivia because if you guys don't know the answers, you're going to learn a lot about camping. Hey, Godfather, how are you? So this helps you learn a lot about camping. So it's fun. I don't know when I'm going to be able to get back out and about. We need some warm weather to get rid of this snow. So some of the videos are going to be like this. So, and these type of videos are basically going to be like, we're going to be catching up, seeing how everybody's doing, and also playing games like this. I'm still trying. I know some people wanted to see Pictionary. I cannot find the pen for Pictionary. That's going to have to come later on, Pictionary, hopefully by the end of the week. Peter says, hi, Lisa. Lisa says, hi, Peter. Godfather says, greetings, everyone. All About Venice says, hey, Godfather. Peter says, Chris, I've got 2 new videos on Instagram. Cool. Godfather says, living the dream. Hey, Chris, Austin, how are you? Welcome. Good to see everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. I appreciate it. So we're going to start playing this trivia game. We were going to do this yesterday, but because of the weather and other things, I wasn't able to get on the live. But that's okay. I did want to ask everybody, did everybody get to see? Let me first find his name. It was on, I don't know any of you, if you know Netflix. If you have Netflix, did you watch Alex Honnold? I think his name is Honnold. He just free climbed, where was that? In Taipei 101, 1,667 feet a skyscraper. He climbed it with nothing. Absolutely no harness or anything. He just used a harness when he was at the top just to come down with a rope. He did that yesterday. It was unbelievable. It was so unbelievable. Lisa says, make sure to give. Thank you, Lisa. Hey, Chef Roast and Gag, how are you? Good to see you. Godfather says, it was 33 degrees at 8:30 a.m. Now it's 27 and a half inch of ice. Yeah, the biggest problem with the snow like this and the cold is the ice. I don't know how we're gonna be able to get through that ice, right? Yeah, Zerumpel. It was on last night on Netflix. It was amazing. It was amazing. His climb up. He made it look so easy, but I know that's not easy. Zerumpel says, trivia, cool. I'll take my hat. I have better reception that way. All About Minute says, God, you know what? Zerumpel says, oh, Tapii. I believe that's how it's pronounced. 101, right? Yes, I read about it. Yes, it was on Netflix last night, guys, live. Hey, Audra. Hi, Audra. How you doing? And thank you for the Sunday. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Welshman Forever says Netflix lost 60 million last week in revenue. It lost 60 million last week? Well, they probably gained it all back with last night because I know a few people who watched it. That was really impressive what he did. I mean, extremely impressive. That he climbed all the way to the top and he stood on the top. He stood up there and he was climbing over things that it's like, how did he do that? I don't know if any of you ever did rock climbing. I tried rock climbing and it's actually very fun, but to go as high as he went, that was amazing. Zerumpel says Taipei. Oh, Taipei. Thank you. That's how it's pronounced. Audra says, a Sunday for a cold Sunday. Hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well, Audra. I bet you probably won't be going to work on Monday, will you? Because the roads are not going to be safe. Tomorrow's Monday, guys. And it's freezing out. Well, right now it's 15 degrees here. Welshman says yes. Red Bull says just stopping by to say hi, and I hope everybody's doing good. Hey, Red Bull, how you doing? How are you and Dylan? Good to see you. Lisa says hi, Welshman Forever. Welshman says hi, Lisa. Zerumpel says I can barely climb 4 feet of stairs. Yeah, did you see the last short of me doing all that parkour in the mountains at night? What am I, crazy? What's with those jumps? It's a little fun, but definitely, guys, check out the shorts this week. Khaleesi and Tristan are up to something. I'm telling you, they're up to something. So the shorts this week are going to be really fun. All About Menace says, can we begin? Okay, everybody want to begin the game because I see All About Menace wants to get going. Okay, so this is called Camping, Hiking, and Outdoor Trivia. Okay, and if we're homebound the next couple of days, we might have to do that. Peter says, hi, Tristan. Hi, Khaleesi. Audra says, I'll probably be going into work tomorrow, not unless it snows like a blizzard. Are we supposed to get more snow? Because it's still snowing here. Hey, Musk, how are you? How you doing? Nature Dog writes, the sunlight makes the day beautiful, and your voice makes it even more beautiful. Oh, thank you. Godfather says, my kids wanted me to stay with them this weekend, but I am better prepared than they are. Really? So is everybody getting a lot of snow? Audra says, no snow here at all. You don't have any snow? It's still snowing here. But it's like light snow. It hasn't stopped since Friday morning. Lisa says, Tristan and Khaleesi in shorts. They're in short videos. They're not wearing shorts. They're not wearing anything, actually. They are wearing something on their head. I think one person in here has an idea because knows Khaleesi likes to sneak and do this at night. I think Larry knows. But we're not going to say nothing, right? You have to watch this week. Okay, here we go, guys. Here's the first question, okay? And some of these are going to be true and false. And some of these might give you the answer, I think. We'll see. Audra says, no snow at all. Just got less than a ½ inch. Oh, my gosh, you're so lucky. We got snow all over the place. Rebecca, how are you, Rebecca? Good to see you. Peter says, Lisa, did you steal my joke, you cheeky rascal? Mus says, the snow falling here comes in huge balls, about the size of a small ball, and some glass is broken. Oh, that's not good. Are you sure that's not hail? Welshman Forever says, and sunglasses and hats with cocktails. They're doing a lot of laughing on what they're doing. They're doing a lot of laughing. They're really silly. So Rumpel says that's true. Okay, let's start and see how you guys like this, okay? Godfather says just ice in North Georgia. Really? North Georgia has ice. Ooh, scary. Yeah, guys, stay off the roads, please. Lisa says Tristan and Khaleesi in Paris. No, they're not going to be in Paris. But thanks for the idea. Thanks for the idea. They're in the house, but they're doing something when I go to sleep. You're just going to have to check them out tomorrow. Okay, here we go, guys. I think it's going to be tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm not sure. Peter said that he's been to Paris. Nice, Peter. Hopefully I get to go one day. All right, let's go. All right, guys. Is an umbrella or wall tent usually best for family tents? So, is an umbrella tent or a wall tent usually best for family tents? Which one do you think is usually best? And I'm gonna put it in here, and then you guys put your answers. So, an umbrella tent or a wall. I want to put it in. Hold on. An umbrella tent or a wall tent? Which one? Umbrella tent or wall tent, good for family tents. Which one is the best for a family tent, guys? Just One Sue, how are you? All About Menace says wall tent. Audra saying wall tent. God, I will pin whoever's is correct. Just One Sue says wall. Godfather, hello. Peter says wall tent. Just One Sue says Audra. Lisa says wall tent. Mus says wall tent. Peter says hi, Just One Sue. Just One Sue says Peter. Godfather says hey Sue. Just One Sue says Lisa. Everybody saying hi to each other. Audra says hello, Just One Sue. Welshman says umbrella tent. Welshman, you are pinned. Welshman got pinned, guys. He got pinned. Correct. It is an umbrella tent. That is best to use for families, is an umbrella tent. If you want to see what an umbrella tent is, you might want to look it up. If you have a family and you want to go camping, that might be a good tent to use for family tents. Good job, Welshman. Good job. Lisa saying Just One Sue. Just One Sue says Welshman. All About Menace says Just One Sue. Welshman says hi, Sue. Okay, so the next one, guys, the next one is going to be, we still have snow and now sleet too. Oh no, Just One Sue. The next one is going to be a true or false, guys. It's going to be a true or false. A bell bag and a backpack cannot usually be worn at the same time. It's called a belt, B-E-L-T, bag, and a backpack cannot usually be worn at the same time. True or false? True or false? It's a true or false question, everyone. So a belt bag and a backpack cannot usually be worn at the same time. All right, Mus says true. Just One Sue says false. Peter says true. Welshman Forever says true. So Mus just got pinned. It is true, guys. It is true. You can wear both at the same time. You can. Great, guys. Good job. I see everybody's answer. Very good. And, you know, a lot of people, you might not know these answers. Just give it a wing. Just check it out, right? And then you find out the answers, and then you know that. Okay. Now, I can't put anything in there to help with this. I can't put anything in there. All right, guys? So what color is a pennant that signifies small craft warning? What color is a pendant that signifies small craft warning? What color? Ma says, Nature Dog Realms, we love you. You should know that. Oh, I love you guys. Thank you. That's so kind. That's so kind to say. Thank you. Lisa says yellow. Just One Sue says red. Just One Sue says red. Red, guys, is correct. Red is correct. Very good. Godfather says yellow. Red is the correct answer. Very good. So Pompable says, what's a belt bag? Well, it's a bag that goes on your belt. So you probably can carry stuff in there. It's probably a little bit different than a fanny bag, but similar. Welshman's saying red also. Good job. Very good, guys. Very good. I carry a fanny bag when I go hiking. And I can tell you what it looks like. It's kind of like a fanny bag. It seems a little bit bigger. Like my fanny bag, it's not as big as this. But yes, it is like a fanny bag. And then some of them actually, they're called waist bags, and they have other compartments on the side that you can put things in. So like if you bring your dog, you can put like your doggy poop bags, treats, things like that you can bring. But says, I don't hear well and I have a hearing problem. If I don't answer the question, it means I didn't hear it properly and I apologize for that. That's okay. So Rebel says, I'm lagging. I missed the last question. I reload. Just When Sue says, I took a wild guess. That's a good wild guess. Welshman says, not sure. You know what? Should I not pin? Because then you guys all get a chance. I'll stop the pinning so you all get a chance. And let me see if my volume's all the way up. Okay, now I put my volume all the way up. Welshman says, or a bum bag. Peter says, thanks for the topic, Chris. Thank you. Mus says, it's not a disease. It's just about getting older. Yeah, a lot of us have problems with our hearing because we're getting older. That, you know, it just comes with the territory. Hey, Pops, how are you? Pop says, hello, NDR, and thank you for the comment the other day. Hello, everybody in live chat. You are so welcome. All right, we're not going to do pinning anymore, guys. So everybody gets a chance to put their answers in, okay? This hiking trail goes through California, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, and 4 other states. What is it? Do you know the name of the trail that goes through California, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, and 4 other states? Lisa says, I can't afford to pay attention. Just One Sue says Appalachian. Peter says Route 66. So Ruppel says Appalachian Trail. That's the only trail name I know. That's okay. It's a different name. It's a different trail. From what they're showing me here. I didn't know this. I've never been here. Oh, wow, that's really pretty. I have never been there. Welshman says Route 66 like Peter. Just What Sue says Bodesman. Lisa says the long and winding road. Audra says Santa Fe Trail. Lisa says Trail of Tears. Pop says American Discovery Trail. Welshman says Road to you know what. I'm seeing if they call it something else. Because they're calling it one particular thing and they're not giving me another name. I can give you a hint. I like giving hints, okay? I'll give you a hint. It's roughly 2,000 miles. Wow. Roughly 2,000 miles. Godfather says Lewis and Clark. So it's like 2,000 miles, guys. It's pretty long. It starts with a C. Starts with a C. The long and winding road. This hiking trail goes through California, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, and 4 other states. What is it? Zarumpel says Central Trail. I'm just a guessing. I wouldn't have known this. Pop says Pacific Crest Trail. It starts with a C, guys. It starts with a C. The second word starts with an N. Audra saying highway to you know what. Oh, Zarumpel. Zarumpel is right. No. Zarumpel, sorry. You said Colorado Trail. Sorry. Getting close. Getting close. I'll sing what Audra says. Highway to I don't know what words we're allowed to say on here. Peter says, I'm stumped, Chris. Yeah, I would be stumped, guys. Okay, I'm going to read it one more time. The name is actually in the question. The name is in the question. This hiking trail goes through California, Colorado, Kansas, Missouri, and 4 other states. What is it? Sometimes these questions will have the name in there. Welshman says American Discovery Trail. Just One Sue says Conestogat. I don't even know if I said that right. Just One Sue, correct. California. California, guys. California National Trail. California National Trail, guys, is roughly 2,000 miles. That is so long. That is so long. Can you believe that? That is like really long. Yeah, that's like crazy. All right, here's the next one. What device has 2 prongs on the end and is used for holding hot dogs or marshmallows over a campfire? Zarumpel says California Nature Trail. Audra says that's a goofy question. I like my answer better. Hey Todd, how are you? Anybody chilly? Anybody? I think we're all chilly. Are you chilly? We're all chilly, buddy. Just One Sue says spit. Audra says fork. It has a particular name, guys. Audra is partially correct. So Audra's going to get it because she's partially correct. Lisa says skewers. It has a name. What device has 2 prongs on the end and is used for holding hot dogs or marshmallows over a campfire? Zarumpel says the long 2-pointed fork. Just One Sue says Lisa got it. It has a different name for this card. I know Audra and Lisa got it, but they're calling it something different here. They're calling it something different here, but I'm giving it to both of the ladies. But I'm going to just tell you guys, okay? I'm going to tell you. Camp fork. They're calling it a camp fork. Thingamajiggy. Yeah, there you go. Thingamajiggy. It's called a camp fork, but Audra and Lisa are right. And Zarumpel, I always called it a poker too. Pop says a roasted fork. See, we have so many different names. See, they have camp fork here. I don't even know why they have camp fork. I never heard anybody call it a camp fork. Excuse me, could I get some marshmallows on that camp fork? Nobody does that. Yeah, camp fork. Todd says, when you live alone, the only thing that wakes you up faster than a cold toilet seats a warm toilet seat. Yes, it'd be nice to have a warm toilet seat. Godfather says stick. Audrey says, I was going to say barbecue fork. Barbecue fork too, right? Or stick. We use sticks. We pick up a stick off the ground, we stick the marshmallow on it, and we stick it in the fire. Isn't that the easiest way? You don't have to pay a cent. Yeah, or the pokey thing. Zerumpel says, Todd, that's funny. All right, let's go to another one here. I picked this game because I love everything about camping and nature. And for anybody who just came in, okay, tomorrow, either tomorrow or the next day, there's going to be a line of shorts of Khaleesi and Tristan doing stuff, okay? It's going to be some Khaleesi and Tristan doing stuff. Lisa says, pokey things. London says, Nat. Hey, London, how you doing? Good to see you. All right, so here, we're going to have some A, B, and C to choose from. So to make it easy for you guys, I'm going to put some of the things here for you to pick, okay? I think it'll make it easier if you see it. Okay, so I'm going to put the answers in here. Lisa says it's going to be a Tristan and Khaleesi doing the mambo. Just One Sue says we use sticks for roasting marshmallows. So do I. Welshman says Colorado Trail. Peter says, hi, London, how are you? Audrey says, who's going to be watching the football game today? Broncos come on in 45 minutes. I don't know. I'm probably going to check on it here and there. Are they going to be playing like in a dome or something? Todd says, I will be watching, Audra. Okay, so here we go. Of all the tent designs, which one is the best? So I put down here where it says Nature Dog Realms in the chat, A for frame, B for dome, C for teepee. Audra says they are playing, Chris. Yeah, are they playing in the snow? London says a lot of snow. Nature Dog Realms, do you guys see where I have my thing there? A for frame, B for dome, C for teepee. Of all the tent designs, which is the best? Which is the best, guys? Which is the best? Let's see some of the answers. London says a lot of snow. Musk says teepee. Audra says here. Audra says in Colorado, really? In the snow? Ooh, and ice? Zerumpel says frame. Audra says teepee. Welshman Forever's the same pitchfork. Lisa says B. Godfather says frame. Todd says teepee. All right, guys. I'm going to give you the answer. A lot of you put teepee. I saw two people. Wait, two people put the correct answer. I think so. Yes. A-frame. A-frame. Of all the tent designs, which is the best? It's the A-frame, guys. Godfather says frame. The A-frame is the best. Claim to this game. A-frame is the best. Todd says big top. London says so glad to see you. Glad to see you too. All right, so let's go to the next one, guys. Let's go to the next. Just 1 second. Bum ba da dum da dum dum da. Do 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 da da do. All right, it isn't showing me a timer. I don't know what time I started. Usually it shows me a timer on here. Oh, there it is. Okay, never mind. Got it. Okay, here we go. I am going to put in, let's see. Okay, I'm going to put in some hints. There we go for this next question. A general rule of thumb for adult hikers is to carry less than 30, 45, or 55 pounds. A general rule of thumb for adult hikers is to carry less than what? Less than 30, less than 45, or less than 55 pounds. Lisa says 30. Todd says 30. Bum, ba, 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 ba. Mus says 45. Do, da, dee, da, 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 dee, da, 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 da. Anybody else? I have Christmas songs in my head right now. Godfather says 55. I'm going to let everybody get their answers in, and then I'll give you the answer. Do da 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 dee da 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 da. So Rumpel says 45. So Todd says 30. Mus says 45. Godfather says 55. Zerumpel says 45. Must says, what a wonderful voice and a lovely, beautiful song. Thank you, Must. Akari, how are you? 30 or my back would give out. How are you, Akari? Ba 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 bum ba bum bum bum. All right, guys, I'm going to give you the answer. A lot of you are going to be like, for real? I don't know. Have any of you ever done rock sacking? Where you put a lot of weight on your back and hike with it? You usually put a lot of weight. So in this case, the most weight is the correct one. 55 pounds. 55 pounds. A general rule of thumb for adult hikers is to carry less than 55 pounds. Hey, Bruce, how are you? Akari says, being lazy for now. Yeah, I'm still in my pajamas, guys. I'm still in my pajamas. I've been in pajamas for 2 days because we can't leave the house. So Rumpel says it should be less than 20% of body fat. Mus says, why am I seeing new people here who haven't appeared on live before? Maybe they didn't know. Maybe they just didn't know. It happens, guys. It happens. That's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you don't always get pushed out, or sometimes you go to some people's lives and you don't make other people's lives. People, please don't get upset about it. Don't. I don't get upset about those things, and I know some people do, and I don't understand any of it. It is what it is. Whatever comes around and goes to you, whatever. Just accept and enjoy the journey, right? Peter says, what time is it in your area, Chris? It is 12:22. It's 12:22. We don't know what goes on in people's lives, in their personal lives. Sometimes people can't show their face, and nobody should care. Sometimes people can't show their area. Nobody should care. Sometimes people are stuck at home. Nobody should really care. It's really none of any of our business. Peter says, what time is it in your area, Chris? Akari says, I have been missing a lot of streams. Work and yeah, people are busy working. You don't know everything of everybody's life. Some people still work. Some people are not retired and they're working, and they might not be able to have consistent schedules, and they might not be able to get to some people's lives. And so please don't ever feel like, that's all an internal issue when people get upset and worried. Bruce says 30 minutes till conference game between Broncos and Patriots. So go Broncos. Broncos need to win to go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, didn't that one guy hurt his break his ankle or something? Which is horrible. And guys, everything I'm saying is just my suggestion, because then the less stuff we put in our head, the better off we are. We really are. We don't need to be worrying about, what this person's doing, what this person's doing, unless the people decide to tell you. If they don't decide to tell you, you should just null and void. Keep it, it means it's nobody's business. And we should respect that of others. Aries world, how are you? Okay. So let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Okay, I'm about to put some hints. Okay, I'm putting some hints, guys. I may not pronounce it right, so don't worry. These are the hints for the next question, okay? That's right, Lisa. Life happens. Life happens. Bruce says, yes, the quarterback did. Oh, that's terrible what happened to that poor quarterback. Audra says, hello, Chris and Aries world. Akari says, hi, Peter, Musk, Furballs, Lisa, and Audra. All right. Da, da, da. Oh, I forgot to put some of it in. Ignore what I put, okay? This is getting deleted. Just ignore it. Ignore what I put, okay? We're going to go to a different one. That's going to be too hard. All right, let's go to this one, guys. True or false? True or false? That you don't have to ignore. That is what you need. True or false? Dome tents make excellent rain shelters. True or false? Dome tents make excellent rain shelters. True or false, guys? True or false? Do they make excellent shelters? A dome tent. All right. Let's see. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Audra says, hello, Peter. Audra says, yes, true. Peter says, true. Akari says, true. Godfather says, true. Lisa says, true. Mus says, true. Bruce says, true. Anybody else want to put your answer in? Bum, 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 bum. Do da dee da 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 do da dee da do da da. So Rumpel says, tross. Do da dee da dee da da do da dee da 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 da. True or false? Deepa 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 pa 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 deepa da pa do. All right, guys. I'm going to give you the answer, okay? Ready? Do dome tents make excellent rain shelters? No, they do not. The answer is false. They do not make excellent rain shelters. They do not. Did you see how I read the question? I read it to kind of like psych you out. Dome tents, they do not make good rain shelters. They don't. They don't. So Rumpel says, I got it 50% right. Yeah, you did when you do it like that. These are not, these are like, even some of us that camp and hike all the time don't know these answers, guys. I mean, I've been camping and hiking since I've been a little girl. And I'm telling you right now, I didn't know that one. I didn't know that one. Bruce says, wonder why. Let's find out why. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Why? I'm going to tell you. Okay, so what Google says, dome tents are often considered poor rain shelters, particularly in sustained heavy downpours, due to design features that allow rain to penetrate, such as insufficient small rain flies. inward sloping walls that reduce dry storage space, and poor ventilation, leading to when it's condensed. While they offer structural strength, many are designed for moderate rather than extreme rain conditions. Good to know. Very good to know, right? Peter says, I'm not doing half bad, actually. Still, it's fun to play along. Great, Peter. So Ruppel says, this is like if you studied for hikes and trekking or took a course. Yeah, I mean, I love everything about hiking and outdoors. And when I found this game, I was like, yes, because it's good to know this stuff because, I mean, if you like being in the outdoors, it's good to kind of have the basics and know some of these things before you go out hiking. Just some of them. You don't have to know them all, but I mean, this will stick in some people's heads, right? It definitely will. All right, let's see. Is a climber's pack narrow and long or wide and short? So, is a climber's pack narrow and long or wide and short? So you can pick from what I put in there. Thank you, Peter. That's so nice of you. Thank you. Bruce said sandstorm is bad. Oh, yeah, those sandstorms that you got when you were in the military? I bet. Nature Dog roams. Okay, did you see what I put? Narrow and long or wide and short? Godfather says narrow. So Ruppel says narrow and long. Bruce says narrow, long. Audra says wide and short. Welshman says wide and short. Anybody else want to give a go, go, go? What do you know? No, no. Doopa dappa deepa dappa deepa dappa doo. All right, guys. The answer is narrow and long. Answer is narrow and long. Let's see. It's good to look this stuff up. So why is the climber's pack narrow and long? Climbers' packs are designed to be narrow and long, primarily to maximize mobility, maintain balance, and prevent interference with technical movements. So that is the reason why. I like how we can give some of the answers from Google. Google will give you the answers, right? There we go. Okay, here's a good one. What is the speed of a boat if it requires 15 minutes to cover 1 mile? What is the speed of a boat if it requires 15 minutes to cover 1 mile? Godfather says wider would be harder to manage. Yeah, it would. Welshman says 5 knots. Peter, 75 miles per hour. What is the speed of a boat if it requires 15 minutes to cover 1 mile? Bruce says 800 miles per hour. I want to see something. Lisa says slow. Audra says, I'm going to go study this stuff. So next time you play the game, I'll be more than one question correct. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. These are not easy, guys. They're not easy. So Ruppel says 8.9 knots. Lisa says knots. Okay, so Welshman gave 5 knots. So 5 knots is equivalent to 5.75 miles per hour. For Americans in the USA, we use mile per hours, but I understand in other countries they say knots, but it's still You can round it to like 5. All right, guys. The answer is 4 miles per hour. So Welshman was the closest, 4 miles per hour. But Lisa was actually the closest because she said slow. She said slow. 4 miles per hour. Interesting. All right. Some of these other ones. And I'm trying to give you guys the ones that are not that hard. Okay, I think everybody might know the answer to this one. Welshman says, because I used to go fishing on a boat and it 5 knots. There you go. So he was very close. Very close. There you go. Bruce says, I was way too fast. Yours was pretty fast, but that's okay. That's all right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it, anybody. Don't worry about it. It's okay. It's okie dokie. All right, here we go. Can dome tents, all right, I'm giving you this one because we did a dome tent one before, so we might still remember about that. And we might be able to do this one, okay? Can dome tents withstand high winds well? Bruce says knots is used for boats all over. There you go. Can dome tents withstand high winds well? Guys, I don't know much about boats. I had a boat a long, long time ago, and I didn't know anything about it. I didn't know nothing about that boat. Bruce says, hey, Kage, how are you? Good to see you. What's going on? We're playing a game called Camping, Hiking, and Outdoor Trivia. Akari says no. Lisa says no. Godfather says no. Audra says no. I think a lot of people have been paying attention. 10 Furball says no. Welshman says yes, depends on structure of the tent. Zeruppel says, am I lagging again? I see answers already. Yes, answers for can dome tents withstand high winds well? Kage says, I'm sleeping and bored. Well, thank you for coming in. Kage says, laughing is to cook us off. I lose. I know nothing about any of that. That's okay. This is where you learn. You're going to learn about it because I'm all about hiking, camping, outdoors. This channel's all about the outdoors. That's why we've got this game called Camping, Hiking, and Outdoor Trivia. Zeruppel says no. Everybody who said no, you're correct. You are correct. Guys, you did good. You did really good. See? See? You guys are doing good. Good job. Good job. All right, let's see here. Let's see here. So this should give you that motivation, right? That gives you, all right, we got it. We got it. We can do this. We can do this thing. So Rumpel says no. Peter says, I got to go now, Chris. Thanks for this fun live stream and game, and I'll see you soon. Bless you, my friend. Bless you, Peter. Have a wonderful evening, buddy. Akari says, will there be a quiz? I wasn't taking notes. No, there's no quiz. Don't worry. Akari says, Kage says, Akari, this is the quiz. No, but anytime, like, if I'm going hiking and stuff, who knows? We might do a little hiking and we might go, hey, you know what, guys? Here's a question for you. But it's all in fun, guys. It's all in fun. Okay? It's all fun. There's no pressure here. There's no pressure on this channel. Please don't ever feel pressure here. Audra says, have a good night, Peter. Godfather says, I grew up in the Adirondack Mountains, 49 high peaks. I hike approximately 32 of them. Wow, nice. Bruce says, here's a question. Is it safe to stand under a tree during lightning? Actually, it's not. It is not safe to stand under a tree during lightning. And I'm going to check that answer to make sure it's correct. It is not safe to stand under a tree during lightning storm. Trees are one of the most dangerous places to seek shelter because they are tall, often isolated, and good conductors of electricity. So thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bruce. Nice, Bruce. You're getting pinned, buddy. You don't want to stand under a tree during a storm. Kage says, I slept through my stream yesterday and slept all night and I'm still tired. You're tired from oversleeping. All About Minute says, I'm back. Kage says, that's cool, Godfather. That is cool, isn't it? All right. Back to, I'm not going to give this one. Okay, I think you guys might be able to get this. Any of us who have been in, let's see, canoes might know this. Welshman says, yes, if you send your ex-wife under it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to give some answers. I'm going to give you some choices here, guys, to choose from. I'm having a hard time talking. Bum, 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 bum. All right. I just love camping. I love camping. Camping is so much fun. Canoeing is fun. Why did they do it like this? Okay, they're doing this kind of weird. So I'm just going to put the words down. Okay, I'm putting down the words. There's the words. Okay, here's the question. What is the name of the device that helps you manually carry your canoe? Is it a dredge, a yoke, or a bale? What is the name of the device that helps you manually carry your canoe? What helps you manually carry your canoe? Kage says yoke. London says, what we doing? We're playing a game. Godfather says yoke. Lisa says yoke. So Rumpel says, huh, yoke? Welshman says dredge. Bruce says yoke. We've been playing this game for 58 minutes, and I'm saying some of you guys are doing amazing. Skeets, how are you? He says his big muscles. How you doing? So Rumpel says the porter. Skeet says, hi, everyone. Happy Sunday. Kage is laughing at Skeets. Hey, guys, and just a reminder, we have some really great channels in here, guys. Don't forget to check each other out. Show some love and support to one another, everyone. And just do the best you can, okay? Do the best you can. All right. All right. I'm telling you, we've been playing this game for like 58 minutes, and I think everybody's starting to become a pro because all of you that put in the word a yoke, you are correct. You're correct. It's a yoke. It's a yoke. Very good. Very good. We're going to have one more to go, guys. One more. Should I give you that? Skeets. Bruce says kids carry it. Skeet says, hope you're well, nature. I'm good. Thank you. Hope you're doing amazing. Yes, I'm doing really good. Thank you. Audra says, I don't know. I'm scared of boats and ships, so the canoes can go off by themselves. You don't even like canoes or like kayaks? I don't like boats. I don't like going out in a boat in the ocean. That I don't like. But I don't mind going in a stream or a river in like a canoe, a two-person canoe. I don't mind doing that. Or I've never been in a kayak, but I have been in a canoe, and I had a canoe once. Bruce says, I guessed because I don't do canoeing. What about rafting? I love rafting. Rafting is really fun. I've done some rapid rafting before, and it's really fun, guys. It's really fun. Okay, I'm trying to find a good one, guys, to end the live with. Okay, we can do this one. Oh, Bruce can't swim. Okay. You can't swim. Okay. I don't I know how to swim, but I don't like I'd rather keep my swimming to a pool. So Ruppel says I did rappelling. It was fun. Wow, that's great. If you notice my one of my shorts, I'm I grabbed a rope from a plane in those silly AI videos. They're so fun though. I just think they're so fun. So Ruppel can't swim either. Audra says, I got motion sickness on the ship and someone told me to jump out of the boat and they laughed at me. Oh my gosh. You know, I've gotten motion sickness too, Audra. I went with a bunch of friends one time off on their boat and we went out to sea and I couldn't see land, and myself and the man's boat that we were on, his wife, we both were sick as dogs. So sick. We were, you know what, all over the place. And then they finally brought us in. We couldn't handle it. The boat was moving so much. It was a fishing boat, but small. And it was moving so much. It was very scary. Bruce says, I did rappelling out of helicopters. Yes, in the military. Audra says, and I panicked and almost drowned. Oh my gosh. You winded up in the water? That's terrible. Godfather said, I sold my kayak, but I still have a canoe. Oh, nice. Rumpel says, a ship joke riddle. Can I? Yeah, go ahead. Skeet says, I'm scared of the sea. No boats for me. Yeah, I don't like, I'm not an ocean person. I'm a land. I have to be on land. I don't like being in the ocean. I've had some crazy experiences of being taken under. I have, what was it? Maybe 8 or 9 years ago, I had a family gathering and I did swim. I swam that day, but all of us were in the water, so I felt safe. So Rumpel says, why don't pirates shower on ships? Welshman says, I love going out to sea in rough waters. Really? Ooh. So Rumpel says, because they eventually wash ashore. So funny. You're getting pinned. You wanted to get pinned, right, Rumpel? Okay, guys, we have one more joke to go. A joke. We have one more to go, not a joke. One more question to go. And I think you guys will be good at this because it's a true or false. True or false, everybody. True or false. Oh, Lisa, I love you too. I love you too, Lisa. You're a sweetheart. Okay, we ready? Lights on boat. Now, all of you that like boats and rough seas, you're going to know the answer to this one. Lights on a boat must be shown from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. True or false? Lights on a boat must be shown from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. True or false? Let's see who knows the answer. Welshman says true. Lisa says true. Skeet says false. Kage says false. I bet it's later in the morning. Welshman says false. They have to show them out at sea. Godfather says false. Dusk till dawn. Bruce says 24 hours. Audra says false. Everybody got their answers in? I have to figure out where I'm going to take you guys this week. These roads got to clear up. Otherwise, we're going to be doing a lot of games. Okay. Anyone who said false, you're welcome, Kage. Anyone who said false, you're correct. You are correct. You're correct, guys. You're correct. Way to go. So Ruppel says, like fog lights or visibility light or something. It's not being exact. It's just saying lights on a boat must be shown from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Yeah. Good job. I mean, even people who don't go on boats knew the answer to this. That's amazing. That's amazing. All right, guys, we're going to stop now because I know we have a lot of people in our live that love the Broncos and love football, and they need to go watch their football game. So we just want to come in, say hi, play a little game, catch up with everybody, and we will figure out with this weather what we're going to do this week, because we have to still go out and do stuff. We can't just be playing games 24/7. All right, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for coming in. We appreciate you. Love you guys. And hey, don't forget to check out the shorts this coming week. Khaleesi and Tristan, they're doing something. They're going to be doing something crazy silly. Bruce says Bronco Stadium. Zerumpel says, all right, that was fun and educational. Now I can stomp people with these questions on hikes. There you go. Skeet says, enjoy the rest of your Sunday, everyone. Much love. Same to you, Skeets. Akari says, thank you. Bruce says, you can still be PN. I'm watching. Oh, it's okay. Lisa says, I come in to say hi and hugs and love. Audra says, have a good day, Chris and Puppy. Same to you, Audra. Please be safe on the roads. Bruce says, bye, Chris. Bye, guys. I will see anybody. I'll probably see you guys in the YouTube world because I go in there as I'm doing other things. All right? All right, everybody. Ciao for now.